for a long time, but I'm now delighted that Indrek is going to tell us about a campaign that's been happening in Estonia, really around this very same topic. So Indrek, over to you if we may, please. Thank you very much, Wendy.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, hello everybody. Thank you, Joyce, for inviting us and the whole cafe team. We are extremely delighted to be here today with Christel and tell you a bit what we have done in a small Nordic country of Estonia, the project which has been dedicated to assistance dogs users in our small country. The project which we are going to present is named Together We Move. This is the stadium accessibility project which is focused on people with assistance dogs, and that was launched in our capital, Tallinn, last spring. And the goal of the whole campaign is to encourage people with assistance dogs to come to the football matches of our club, Levadia, and other events together with their assistance dogs by providing an easy access to the stadium and other public places to those people. For us, the accessibility is always the key. Christel, please tell us a couple of words about the Estonian Assistance Dog Centre.
Sorry? Okay, it's working. Thank you, Joyce, for having us here and the whole cafe team. Assistance Dog Centre Estonia is a little organization who trains assistance dogs for different people who have different disabilities. Right now we have trained guide dogs and mobility assistance dogs. Also, we train our trainers, our volunteers, and our assistance dog users, because it sometimes happens that people forget that if they have a dog, then they of course have a right to enter everywhere, but they also have obligations, for example, keep the dog clean and so on. We also make training days every year, sometimes twice a year, to keep our assistance dog users in shape and to keep our dogs in shape. Yes, thank you. Indrek.
Yes, and for us, as I said, I'm representing Levadia Football Club. We consider the easy access as the human right, and as Wendy confessed before, there is sometimes a problem when people with assistance dogs want to come to the stadium, and the first reaction what they receive is that, sorry, but the pets are not allowed. I have to confess that 1 year back that was our reaction as well. That was before Christel and her colleague came to us and asked if we can do something together. But as Christel could perhaps tell you more
about the legal sides.
Yeah, the problem is pretty much the same, or at least similar, in many European places.
That's correct. Like Wendy also said that there is not a regulation actually in place right now to what regulates the right to enter everywhere with your dog. At least in Estonia, it comes from basic human rights, but no bus driver or organizer of a concert or sporting event isn't gonna think that, oh, what are these human rights are saying right now. So that's why we are doing this campaign to show that we really have the right and the obligation to get everywhere with our dogs, and they really are not pets. Like also Wendy said, they are highly trained. Sometimes accidents happen, but they are trained not to relieve themselves everywhere and so on, because when we went to Levadia club, then the first reaction was, okay, but they are gonna pee everywhere. No, they are not actually. They are trained. And in Estonia, the law is saying every city's law is different. So Tallinn is our capital, and it says that you can go everywhere with your guide dog or assistance dog, but very many organizations and places don't know it.
So what did we want to change with this Together We Move campaign, which we launched last year, or this year to be correct? First of all, we wanted to encourage people with assistance dogs to come to the football matches of our club by providing them an easy access to the football ground, as easy, as simple as we possibly can. And then secondly, to increase the general awareness of the community about the needs of the people with disabilities. Then to include people with disabilities into the club and all our community activities. And also we wanted to be the role models. We wanted to encourage all football clubs in our country and also in other places to think more about the needs of people with disabilities. This is exactly how this campaign Together We Move was born, and the campaign was launched together with Estonian Assistance Dog Centre and also included one of the biggest basketball clubs of Estonia, Petersoo Kalev Cramo, as basketball is quite popular in Estonia as well. And the highlight of the campaign was the Assistance Dogs Day, which was held in May this year at our home ground which is named Kadriorg in Tallinn. And the event took place prior to the home match of our team against our fierce opponent FC Flora. That was basically before the local derby, and Christel can tell you more what happened during this event.
Yeah, it was basically the event was a real success. It consisted of two parts. One part was the Assistance Dogs Day, where we showed the different dogs, what assignments they have. Our trainers told people about being the trainers, how volunteers could help us, what volunteers are doing. We did simulations. There was a possibility to walk with a guide dog with when the person had a blindfold on. We had a wheelchair obstacle course where people could try to ride with a wheelchair, and then we showed how the dogs could help. Then we had, for example, what was very popular was opening jars with boxing gloves. It then simulates rheumatism, so we did all kinds of different things. Of course, the children were really happy with puppies. These are the cutest part of our organizations, the puppies. And then they just at the same time when we talked, we did talk about obligations and the rights of both parts, the part of a guide dog or assistance dog user, and also the obligations and the rights of local businesses or businesses altogether. And the other part was, of course, when children with disabilities send players to the football fields. So that was the heartbreaking moment, I think, because we had very many children with mental disabilities also. And when they went to the stadium and they had to come back from there, then the children started to play with the footballs on the stadium. They were thinking, okay, party time, let's play football. And then all the players were just trying to catch the children and send them back.
The match was delayed for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, but everybody were happy because the goalkeeper of FC Levadia was, I think, almost the bravest one who caught quite many of them. So yeah, it was great.
Yeah, the players said afterwards that this kind of activity really touched their hearts, and I think for most of them it was the first time when they were escorted to the field by children with various disabilities, and that was really heartbreaking also for them. So we felt that the emotion what the players got and what the children got was really worth it. So that was a nice moment. And overall, I think we managed to send a very strong message to our community that everybody wants to come to the football game. Easy and simple, and this is exactly what was the aim of the idea. The lessons learned. First of all, I think it's never a problem if you do not know about something. For me, these 2 days in Paris, it has been a magnificent moment and possibility to learn about different disabilities, things. There's so much new information. It's quite okay that I did not know these things before, but now when I have heard what, for example, our deaf colleagues from Germany or people we have color blindness expect from football clubs, that I take this information back with me to my own country, and then it's possible to think about it and make some small changes, just to be sure that we have it in mind when we arrange our activities for our supporters and audiences. Then secondly, which is also important, as we have learned, people with disabilities do not expect any special treatment. They just expect care, easy access, and the feeling that they are welcome to this very event. Then passion and will to do a good thing are always the keys to success. Involving children is absolutely important. And this is at least my personal feeling, that sometimes small and simple community events can be more powerful than super innovative campaigns with hyper big budgets. This event was with extremely low budget. And all of a sudden, this small project from a small country won the European Club Association Best Achievement Award 2015. And on the picture you can see our managing director Teimo Tülp on the right, together with Mr. Michele Centenaro and Karl-Heinz Rummeniga. So that was a very special moment for our small club. We will probably never win the Champions League, but to be nominated by European Club Association, it's as good as winning the Champions League for our club.
Never say never.
Never say never. So I think that's it. So in Estonian we say aitäh, and in English we say thank you.
Thank you very much, and many congratulations on a very well-deserved award, and it's just amazing to see that being recognised and the work that you're doing in Estonia. So I think a lot of people have been very inspired by this first session this morning. I'd like to thank all three speakers. We were going to take a few questions from the floor. I hope you'll forgive me because we are running a bit late and I do want us to catch up. If I may, if you have questions, perhaps you could speak with the speakers in the break. We're certainly in contact with all three, so you can always contact Cafe as well if you don't get a chance to ask them today. And I'm very clear that we're going to be speaking with each of you to build a toolkit to further assist and to add some further information to what is already in the Access for All guide to help clubs to do this better, because it's another one of those jobs that just needs to get sorted, I think. So thank you very much to all three of you. I'd like to say a very special thank you to Wendy, because she had a dreadful incident happen last night but was a real trooper and still came and did the piece today. So thank you very much, Wendy, because I know it was a tough time. So thank you. Can we have some help to get